I'm going to talk about the future today. I've been thinking this morning about what AI will be able to bring to our life and how eventually we will be able to keep talking to our grandson or granddaughter or granddaughter in like 100 or 200 years. Even if we are dead, we might have a software being able to reproduce exactly the way we think and the way we behave. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Hello everyone. So you might know the startup or the company Neuralink that has been created by Elon Musk. Neuralink actually is creating right now a chip that is going to be implanted in the brain in our head, and the role of that chip will be to save and to record and to provide superpower to our brain, because the human brain is quite slow and it's been going slower and slower compared to computers. And the power and what Elon Musk said is that maybe someday we won't need any more camera. We won't need any more to record anything, because everything will be recorded in our head, in that chip that will be implanted in our head. And I think it's not only a one-way communication. I think it's going to be a both-way communication. And that means that this chip will also be able to record everything we do, the behavior we have, the way we behave in a specific situation, what we think, what are our thoughts and our positioning with the world, political or whatever, religion, etc. And maybe eventually this information will allow us to create an AI version of ourselves, even for whenever we're gonna be dead. And I feel like it can be very powerful. And can you imagine if you could be able to talk to your ancestors, like from someone who died 100 years ago? And what if you could just have a talk with them, sharing what are your current difficulties, how they would behave, etc. That would be crazy, but I think this is the direction that humanity is moving towards too. We are moving towards this type of evolution, the evolution of where the AI will be part of our world, part of ourself, and maybe eventually someday part of our brain, and it will superpower us, hopefully to become better humans than what we were in the past and that we are still today. And it eventually led me to think that maybe that's not only our grandpa or grandma that we are going to be able to meet, but maybe someday we're going to be able to mix people, the thought leaders, etc., the great people in our world, and to meet them virtually just by meeting the AI version of themselves. And we could be able to mix, Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, Kennedy, whatever, people that really impacted the world, and to have a talk with them and maybe ask them to coach us. And if we mix all the brain of our world, thanks to the internet, maybe someday we're going to have kind of a god of all the knowledge of the world available just with one software. So, thinking twice, it's not going to be only one god, virtual AI god. It's going to be kind of several one. And I think based on who you are, where you come from, what are your origins, etc., you might choose who do you want to believe in and who do you want to be inspired with. And maybe you're going to choose your own God, mixing this person, and this person in this story, and someone else is going to choose another one. So we might be able to get the most out of our person, being the best person that we want, based on people we will choose to be coached by, and and having the best, like Elon Musk as example, could maybe, I don't know, in 50 or 100 years, be available to be a coach virtually. And that could just be a software that is going to be able to coach anyone. And I bet that this person might be able to coach a lot of people. And can you imagine if everyone around the world could be coached by Elon Musk? Can you imagine how fast humanity would evolve? It would be crazy. And I think this is the speed that we are moving towards to. It's not really the speed of the internet, etc., the communication, but that's really the speed of the evolution of humanity. Human evolves, and we're gonna evolve way faster thanks to artificial intelligence. And my only hope is to really think and I would say, I believe and I hope that we will be able to put that much power in the right hands. That we are not going to use this AI power to use humanity, but just to serve humanity. Because humans have so much to bring to the world, to the universe, I would say, hopefully someday. And according to what we've seen so far on Facebook, etc., where this is the AI that use humans, I hope someday we will be able to shift things and to just make the most out of AI to help humans and not the other way around. Because so far, I feel like people who have access to knowledge, who have access to powers, knowledge is power, but who really have the education to self-education, etc., they will be able to really get the most out of the tools we will have in the future. But people who don't, they will always have a Facebook to consume their time and to use them for whatever addictive things, whatever cats jumping, etc. thing that is totally useless, and that is not really making the best version of themselves. So I really hope that in the future, not only I know that we will be able to live for 100 years, because at some point we will be able to reproduce our behavior, and more than that, I do believe that I hope that humanity will use that for good and not to use humans for any other purpose. So that was just my thoughts. I hope it was clear. That's what happened in a CTO's brain time to time when we let Earth goes to think, for maybe too long. So I hope, I don't know if it helps, but maybe it could give you some thoughts. If you don't know that, check out Neuralink, because they do some crazy work, and I know that that's not the only company who work on the human brain. There are tons of others, and I do believe that they're going to change the world in like 10 or 20 years from now, and that's going to be huge, and I hope it's going to be for good. Wishing you a great day, and talk to you again soon. Bye.